U.S. Cellular Field there on a Saturday night in the Windy City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Jose Quintana is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, he's had a number of starts. Finally won his first game in his last outing. He'll be looking to add to that total here.
Danny Santana heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Danny Santana.
Underway now on the south side as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be the difference maker, as he often is. He's been producing like an MVP candidate lately, driving in over 15 runs in the last 10 ball games.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Eaton going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Miguel Sano will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
And he's near the top in runs batted in. So he's having a huge year production-wise so far.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row. And now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Joe Mauer will stand in for the first time now, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
And I think it's just a little too early to get overly excited about this guy, but we all know he's very capable of keeping this up over the course of the season.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. It's the Twins nothing. White Sox coming to bat. Major League Baseball is on the show. Phil Hughes gets the starting nod for the Twins. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the fours, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
On his way to the plate is the center fielder, Adam Eaton, to get things started here in the home half of the first.
The center fielder, number 1, Adam Eaton.
.92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll reach first safely.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Melky Cabrera will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's there, and he is out trying to steal second as he's nailed by Suzuki.
Well, you know, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hughes is ready. Here's the 0-2. Hit to short. Escobar is up with it. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He drove in over 25 runs last month. Sure, some of that credit belongs to his teammates getting on base ahead of him, but he's been stepping up big in clutch situations.
Jose Abreu is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The windup and the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Second inning upcoming here on the south side with no score. Trevor Plouffe gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
24, Trevor Plouffe.
Quintana gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Into the windup and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Outside for a ball. 1-1.
1-1.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Tried to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And the throw to LaRoche is in time. 2 gone.
Batting 8.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now, and as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently 2nd entering play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Liner towards second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Todd Frazier will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he falls behind 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch, as that's the first out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reaction, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Deoner Navarro will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Too high, 1-0. One out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Brett Laurie.
Brett Laurie will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
Tap fouled at home plate. One and two, here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Kurt Suzuki will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Quintana into the windup. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Just trying to go inside, but you see, he kind of holds this one a bit too long, and just like that, leadoff guy's aboard.
Stepping in now, Danny Santana, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
One-zero count, here it is. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. So with one away, we'll remind you to follow the Twins here on MLB The Show. We'll be here all season long as you get a look there at where we'll be over the course of the next 7 days. Stepping in, Eduardo Escobar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. High hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit to third. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove.
And here, I think he's trying to get his hands into position to get rid of this ball quickly to second base, but instead, he doesn't even get any leather on it as it goes right by him for an error.
Here's Miguel Sano. And a ground ball for Rollins. This could be two. The second for one. Relay to LaRoche is in time, and thanks to the double play ball, the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Adam LaRoche will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Into the seats, 0-1. Swing and a miss as LaRoche finds himself in a quick 0-2 hole here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Turned on down the line. Mauer's there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Avisail Garcia will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
2 out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. Still 0-0. Brian Dozier is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Quintana's got his target. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Settling in now, Joe Mauer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Hit in the air to center field. Eaton is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch on its way. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia on the run, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Adam Eaton is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And Suzuki will watch this into the glove for the 1st out.
The left fielder, number
Third and final game of this three-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow as you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Into the box now, Melky Cabrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Weak grounder back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Hard hit ball to second. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Eddie Rosario heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. The relay. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Well, there's a nice even number. 10 straight games now, and people are going to have to start taking notice of this streak.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. High strikes probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret you've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Quintana sets. 2-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. No one out with a runner at second. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air after it is eaten. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run is in to score from second.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Danny Santana will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, this is a tough way to help your on-base percentage out as a leadoff hitter, but he's on base here regardless.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Here it comes on 0-2. Drilled down the line. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the 2nd run scores.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Miguel Sano will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Just short, hit hard. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, sometimes with guys like this, you can fool them once, maybe even twice, but you're not going to fool him forever. And he sits on this 2-strike curveball and drives home a run.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Matt Albert is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Albert.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and taken in out there for the first out.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
So here's Joe Mauer, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Relay to LaRoche is in time, and thanks to the double play ball, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Todd Frazier will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Deanna Navarro. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tied at 93, ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Now this is sprayed foul off to the left, and that'll even the count at 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Bases are empty, one man out. And Navarro swings and misses on a good pitch there, and there are 2 away.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Brett Laurie stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail here 4-0. Trevor Plouffe will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Trevor Plouffe.
Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound, as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now, as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Three and one now.
And no one in that Minnesota dugout would be complaining about a leadoff walk here.
chop foul over towards the coaching box. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Fielder number 20,
Eddie Rosario steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. In there, a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Dan Jennings will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
number 43, Dan Jennings.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
From the stretch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is hit well out toward deep left field. Cabrera going back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt
Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
3 runs already home here. Called strike 0-2.
0-2.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Drilled on the ground to short. Taken in by Rollins. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away. So with 7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. When your team ERA is that high, the offense pretty much has to explode most games if they're going to have a chance. Hard to win ball games that way.
First pitch of the at-bat. Danny Santana comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. takes a pitch high and away for ball one. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Payoff pitch on its way. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work it back to 3-2, and then maybe got a little too patient with this one. Now, that'll be a pitch he wishes he had back.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, as he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Rollins is there. Throw bounces on LaRoche, but he's able to hang with it, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Twins do strike for three, all coming on this three-run home run. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's the Twins 7 and the White Sox nothing. Adam LaRoche will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Hughes gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Avisail Garcia stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First delivery to him on the way. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Santana has a beat on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Back here on the south side of Chicago, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Jake Petrichka will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Petrichka.
Miguel Sano steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
Right fielder, Miguel Sano.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
And that misses 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard to short. Rollins has it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Boy, that's a nice play up the middle right there because this ball's hit sharply. But you can see him really stretch out to get it. Then just sort of take a few steps to steady himself, not rushing anything, and then makes that good throw on the first.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. One, two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. One out, nobody on. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Joe Mauer stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a solo shot off the bat of Joe Mauer as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, he had gotten the first two guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through this 7th inning, but whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. To his left, LaRoche, and he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One for the Twins in the inning, and it comes on this Joe Mauer solo blast. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 8 and the White Sox nothing. Adam Eaton steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
center fielder, Adam Eaton.
Hughes looks in. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
In there, 1 and 2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And remember, he was knocked around for 5 runs the last time he took the mound. So it's fair to say that he's pitching much better right here. He hasn't given them anything.
Melky Cabrera will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Looped out towards short, but right at the shortstop for the 2nd out.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter.
Strikeout and a soft liner here, and he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Jose Abreu will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Nate Jones will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now in the box, Eddie Rosario. He singled his last time up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Rosario.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
The 0-2 home. Down and away, it's a ball and two strikes. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, we see this all the time. Guys get up 0-2, and they start getting cute, and then they wind up walking the guy.
Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Eduardo Nunez will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Kurt Suzuki will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-0 delivery. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing.
Keeping him close.
And the pitch on 2-1. Smoke toward third. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with 1 away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Zach Putnam will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Danny Santana will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with 1 swing.
First offering on its way. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cabrera has it in his tracks. 2 down. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out.
Yeah, he probably didn't have much of a shot to score on that ball, but with 1 out already, maybe you think about putting the pressure on the defense to throw you out. But we'll never know now.
Miguel Sano comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself.
And meanwhile, that pitch is off the catcher's glove as it skips away. But no, he'll hold it third. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored, and a relay home. The tag by Navarro, but it's too late as the run scores.
More of the same right here, and that puts them into double digits now. 10 runs scored, and they've really had their way with this pitching staff all throughout.
Brian Dozier stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Eaton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Twins 10 and the White Sox nothing. Todd Frazier will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Deoner Navarro will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And if I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a one-hit shutout.
Brett Lawrie.
Brett Lawrie will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Hughes steps into the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Brett Lawrie. But they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
Adam LaRoche will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. On to the 9th inning now at U.S. Cellular Field. It's now 10-1. The hustle and bustle of downtown Chi-Town. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field and baseball on the show. David Robertson come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Joe Mauer will stand in to try it again, already with one home run in the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Shot to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Robertson's ready. 1-0 on its way. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Garcia. 1 out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Eddie Rosario will have another go. He struck out looking his last time.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to LaRoche. Just a step too late as they can't get them both. Eduardo Nunez comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to first, and the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Up top, it's 2-0. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit, and that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Eaton on the move. And the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Avisail Garcia will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Rosario, but he won't get there. It falls in. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Jimmy Rollins stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. On the ground to third. Kloof has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Well, this is a perfect example why these guys are losing this game. You get the leadoff double. If this ground ball goes to the right side, it's a productive out and you get the man to third, but he hits it to the left side. It's a complete waste of an at-bat.
In now is Adam Eaton as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. This is skied into short left center. Rosario is there. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 53, Melky Cabrera.
Melky Cabrera stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ripped on the ground to first. Mauer is there. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Twins were given a great boost in this one thanks to the start of this man, Phil Hughes. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 10-1. Good night from Chicago.